Shalom, giving all praise and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. That's double honors unto the elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Peace, love, and blessings unto the elect scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. Unto you I say shalom, peace, love, and blessings and protection from Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, from the evil days and the evil times that we're about to enter into. And I'm going to try my best to make this quick because I do, got to get ready to go to the plantation. But it's just basically going into the scripture of Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26 in the KJV, and then I'm going to read the NLT. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets and her hands as bands. Whosoever pleaseth the Most High, Yahweh, shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. NLT, I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap more bitter than death. Let's look up that word, seductive. Say sexy, attractive, sexual, alluring, or enticing, tempting, and appealing. A very attractive woman. In today's society, a woman use her so-called quote unquote looks and her so-called status to try to trap men and seduce men, mainly to, take their funds, steal their money. All right. Make men go crazy, steal, time from them. All right. Especially, us being in this truth, we have to be careful because we know that certain women that none came across our lives tried their best to apprehend us, from this truth or from teaching this word, talking, certain crap and mess to try to say that we're bugged out, we're weirdos. How they say, always being around brothers and you always into that Bible stuff and, so on and so forth, letting you know that women are very, spiritually discerned. They don't know what's going on. All right, at the end of the day. And the Lord have deprived her from wisdom, pursuing Job chapter 39 and verse 17. But it says, I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap more bitter than death. Her passion is a snare, or is a trap, and her soft hands as chains. They hold you down, man, in a negative way, in the worst way, hold you down and apprehend you, especially when it comes down to money. And that's one thing I learned dealing with certain women. No matter, if you make as little as them, as much as them, or more than them, they're still going to try to wring you dry. All right, women, and I'm going to just keep it 100. Every time, go out on a date, women don't never offer to pay. All right, and it's just a small matter because what I'm about to show you is on a way more wicked matter dealing with the so-called black woman. All right, dealing with Keishas and so on and so forth. And that also goes for the Latino women, too, because they're not exempt. All right, they're just the northern kingdom of the black woman. All right, they're just a lighter version of the black woman, man. All right, so in my honest opinion, all these women are messed up. Yeah, we deal with women. We love women and so on and so forth. But all these women are for no good, man. All right, and for the women that's still thugging it out and being with the men of the Lord because, they may have children, they may have a good relationship. At the end of the day, that still don't even mean nothing. And I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. All right. Said those who are pleasing to God will escape her, the Most High Yahweh. Those who are pleasing to the Most High Yahweh will escape her, but sinners will be caught in her snare, in her trap. And that's why it's important to pray that you're of the elect, for the ones that's, believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, doing this work. All right, believing in the truth. All right, basically in this ministry, so on and so forth. We can't let women be our downfall, and many people have lost their wits to the way of women. And matter of fact, that's in the Apocrypha. I'm gonna get that right quick. I believe that's in 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter. Let's see. Salakia, let me look it up on the internet, because I want to make sure. KJV. It was 1st Ezra 4:26. It said, yea, many there be that have ran out of their wits for women and became servants for their sakes. All right. And that's why you see, you know, and especially in the marriage world, the men are always unhappy. All right. They're always, you know, catching hell from their wives or whatever the case may be, to the point they have to step out on them. All right. And deal with a whole nother woman just to have some type of peace. But either way, it's still not wise. And yes, according to the scriptures, you know, men are programmed to have more than one woman, whether the women like it or not, man. And when women try to play that same role, all that's going to do is lead you down a road of whoredom. All right. You're not a man. The Lord created the men to be over y'all, to be stronger than y'all. Y'all are the weaker vessel. Okay. So let me read it in the GNT. I'm trying to find, see. 1st Ezra chapter 4:26. Some men are driven out of their minds on account of a woman, and others become slaves for the sake of a woman. Others have been put to death, have ruined their lives, or have committed crimes because of a woman. And is that not the truth? Or especially these YNs or these lost souls out here on the earth, they have done all types of things in order to please their women. All right. You'll have certain accounts. You'll have certain men, you know, dealing with these women, you know, with the pegging situation. You have some women that have those ideas dealing with, you know, undisciplined sexual desires. All right. And a lot of men fold under pressure in order to obtain that so-called baddie. All right. Because she a quote unquote a bad bitch. All right. But yeah, she's bad. All right. She's terrible from the inside, a wicked person. And it's going to show through the outside. That's why at the end of the day, you can't ponder on a woman's beauty. All right. And the scriptures say that. Look not on a woman's beauty. Let me see. Like I said, it's just certain precepts I'm thinking of. Beauty, KJV. All right, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 9:8. It says, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it in the because I got my Bible right here just to make sure I'm reading it correctly. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. So, don't be around. That's why it's important not to be around another man's wife, because those evil desires are going to come mainly upon the woman. And don't let her be no damn smut. All right, she'll seduce you. All right, she'll seduce you. All right, she'll try to put that hold upon you. Okay, that's just women, man. They're very, for one, they're very childish. All right, they're very wanton, WANTON. All right, undisciplined, and they'll go from pipe to pipe, man. No matter how much they say, "Oh, I'm loyal, I'm not that type of girl." Like I said, we done heard it all, man. But we understand and know women are the weaker vessel, and you know they're undisciplined. All right, and then being in this wicked ass flesh don't make it no better. So let's get that in the GNT. Sirach 9 and 8. Say, so don't go looking on the streets of verse 8. Sirach chapter 9 and verse 8. When you see a good looking woman, look the other way. Don't let your mind dwell on the beauty of any woman who is not your wife. Many men have been led astray by a woman's beauty. It kindles passion as if it were fire. Don't sit down to eat with another man's wife or join her for a drink. Come on, man. And then, like I said, our women is so fucked up. They'll have men or have a man, but still go out on so-called quote unquote lunch dates. All right. People at the jobs. All right. And that's a true statement. That's where the biggest adultery happens, on these jobs, man. Especially if you have a woman that works at a whole nother job while you at your job. Man, at the end of the day, you don't know what your woman is doing, man. But at the same time, you can't ponder on that. That's why all you can do is just hope and pray. All you can do is hope and pray that the bitch ain't stepping out on you like that. And if it is, and you find out, try your best to remain calm, even though we know in the spirit that we want to, send that bitch to the upper room. But at the end of the day, we're not in our power. We're not in rulership. The curses are still upon us. And that's just ultimately Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So your best bet, leave her, and if that shit turn you up and become a demon and slaying bitches, it'll do that to you. But nonetheless, the best thing to do is just leave, and especially if you're in this ministry, focus on the ministry. That's why our elders and apostles always say, and it's all through the spirit and power Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. These women, ain't nobody really got time for family time. We're not in those times. Marriage, being given into marriage, which is the doctrine of the so-called, white man. They teach our people and shit like that about that, getting married on paperworks and stuff. And y'all catch the drift. You should know for ones, and this is just for the people that's in the knowing. All right, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Understanding what we're involved in, understanding is certain things that's going to happen to us, whether we like it or not. It's certain things we're going to hear about, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to read again. Verse 9. Sirach chapter 9, verse 9. Don't sit down to eat with another man's wife or join her for a drink. you may give into the temptation of her charms and be destroyed by your passion. All right, that passion and desire that you want to lay down with that woman. And the Lord is going to, can destroy you for that. And just imagine you go through all that and her man catches you, and then now he's angry, and the rage of a man it's no laughing matter, and he put your ass to death. And that's another reason why a lot of people get put to death. Women really be holding out and not telling people that they have a man at home, but they plotting to have sex with another man. All right, just straight wickedness. And that's how women are, and they don't care. Here you got one dude, that's going to jail or prison. The other one done went off to the spirit realm, and she's still scot-free. And she's going to continue that vicious cycle of whoredom. All right. So, us being in this truth and us being men of the Lord, we really have to be circumspect. All right. And of course, like I say, I always say it's easier said than done, but you have to try your best. All right. Especially the times that we're living in. All right, because I done had, my fair share dealing with certain women and this and that, the third. I always ask if they got a man, but sometimes find out shit ain't to be true. And once I find that out, like I say, I cut the bitch off immediately. And if the dude come face to face with me, I will let the man know right then and there. She did not tell me, because I'm the type of person, I don't do that. Whether they believe me or not, because like I say, I'm not, I only talk to single women. So you don't have to worry about that shit. All right. That's just common sense. Well, that's just something, a man that follows the law, statute, and commandments to the best of their ability. That's how they're going to maneuver. All right. But like the elders and apostles say, your best bet is really not to deal with these women. Deal with the other nations. That's why you got, passport bros. You got our people dealing with the so-called white woman, which in my opinion ain't no better. I don't trust them. That's just me personally. But even, other women of other nations, I fuck with them, but I still, don't trust them. And it's sad because even still deep down inside, I know our people and our women, the women of our people are terrible, and they're a bunch of whores and liars. But at the same time, if one, comes my way, she fucks with me or whatever the case may be, I'll deal with her accordingly. But at the same time, I'm still got to keep my distance and that balance by serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah and still being with this woman. And the main reason men, like I said, and especially in today's time, the only reason why men are dealing with certain women is via sex, man. That's just the truth. Because you women really don't benefit nothing. And that's just the facts. All right. So that's that. It was another Sirach 25. Like I said, I'm just getting scriptures and then I'm gonna play the video. Cause these women they're very terrible. You gotta be circumspect. And it's just a lesson through the spirit. Verse 19. Sirach 25:19, compared with the troubles caused by a woman, any other troubles look small. May such women suffer the fate of sinners. A quiet man living with a nagging wife is like an old man climbing up a sandy hill. Come on, man. And that's all in the marriage community. Nagging ass wife. And then it's crazy because during the marriages, you women don't even want to give up the only thing that you're worth. All right. The goods, the goodies. All right. Which honestly is damaged goods, because shit, you like number, 50 to 1,000, 1,001 of her body count. So you just, like I said, you laying down with a straight harlot, man, that got all types of spirits and demons on them. Then, like I said, and it's so crazy because just being around certain individuals that I know and what I experience, these women really like to have unprotected, sexual intercourse. They, like I say, the shit crazy. Look at you crazy. You pull out a rubber. Oh, you don't trust me. Oh, I'm clean. Nah, man. When last time you been to the clinic? All right. Now what I'm saying, show that my chart. How you hell, I might be, dirty. Shit like that. But women, they don't care about that. They're undisciplined. That's a woman's for you. Verse 21, never lose your head over a woman's beauty, and don't try to win a woman because she is wealthy. When a man is supported by his wife, there is such to be anger, arrogance, and humiliation. All right, best to have your own, really. All right, don't let your wife support you, because now y'all get into a big argument or something done happened that she don't like. Now she feel like she's in control of you. All right, especially these guys that, these baby boys that sit on the couch, don't do nothing all day, and let their woman take care of. And it's so crazy because as people say today, the women that have the so-called best looking women, the women that like to spoil their man, they always get the ain't shit nigga, as they would say. But people got to realize and understand, maybe that woman is not worth shit. All right, I just read in Ecclesiastes 7:26, the sinner is going to fall upon her. And it could also, happen the other way around. All right, because maybe she's a sinner. That's why she got a wicked man. That's why she got a man that beats her ass faithfully on a daily basis. Maybe that's why she got a man it's sad on the DL. And now he brought back an incurable disease unto her house. All right. And like I said, don't even let me get started with the diseases being rampant on an all-time high. HIV, herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, all these, STDs, as they call STIs. Okay. And ultimately, that's just Satan. It's the wickedness of the flesh and just sin in the earth. That's why all these diseases are happening. Okay. All them different men and bodies that she done possess, all them souls and spirits that's down there in that basement, Yeah, man, these women are terrible, man. So we got to, be circumspect, especially us men that done dealt with a plethora of women. All right. Even if we practice our Hebrew Israelite rights, which, like I said, everything is not executed speedily. All right. Everything is, even though it's lawful, sometimes, a lot of times it's just best to let it go and don't even bother with it. Don't not live up to the hype. Don't try to chase that desire. You know what I'm saying? Like having multiple women, dealing with this woman, dealing with that woman, whatever the case may be. And if you is, like I say, your best bet is, start going to them clinics, man. Try to make sure you clean and make sure you straight. Verse 23, a bad wife will make her husband gloomy and depressed and break his heart. Show me a timid man who can never make up his mind, and I'll show you a wife who doesn't make her husband happy. Sin began with a woman, and we must all die because of her. Don't let a bad wife have her way any more than you would allow water to leak from your cistern. If she won't do as you tell her, divorce her. Just cut her loose. All right. Let me get that in the KJV, Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. All right. Because at the end of the day, because her being a weaker vessel, she got beguiled by the serpent. which we know today symbolizes Esau, Edom. That's why we say that they have that package. And a comedian said that the two most racist people on the planet Earth is the so-called white man and the so-called black woman. All right, the dynamic, terrible duet. And as we call them, you know, the black woman is the white man's pit bull. All right, the rabbit pit bull at that. Okay. So we got to be circumspect, you know, dealing with these women. And yeah, man. So I'm gonna play the clip, the video, which I'm going into. All right, make sure I'm still going.
The Most High pretty much say, due to our disobedience, breaking of the commandments, this is the effects of it with our women. They're gonna be harlots, whores, prostitutes, unruly. You understand what I'm saying? Evil as hell, demons. Majority of the Israelite women are demons out here, and it's not even a fucking joke, man.
And this is the brother from out of Los Angeles. His channel is GMS Barack Allah. All right, one of the heads out of GMS Los Angeles. So that's who video that I'm responding to. Verse 19, I'm gonna read it. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And for the women, and like I said, man, it's crazy because for the women that I done ran across, they always say, oh, I got done wrong. Men did this, men did that. But lo and behold, the more I spend time with them, I realize, yeah, it makes sense why, you know, she got done wrong. You know, it made sense why the man went across her jaw a couple of times, that mouth is reckless, so on and so forth, all that, man. So these women, they don't have no accountability at all. All right, but let me continue on.
Starting off with who?
You know, I tried to date a woman named Ebony, and Ebony had the same perspective and ideas that my mom have. They hate black men. Their perspective and narrative.
Hey, to be real, sound like my mama. Because throughout my whole life, I heard daddy ain't shit, blase blah, whoop-de-whoop. But as I got older, I realized, yeah, I see why daddy ain't shit. And I tell people all the time, I would have left me too. Alone, you know, with my, you know, and I say that, you know, being funny or whatever. So don't get it wrong. He still could have, you know, try to, you know, help raise and still be in the child life. But the bitterness of the black woman is so strong and so crazy that shit make you want to say, man, fuck that. I can't deal with it no more. To the point you just want to just give up on a child that you created life with. To the point you have doubts that this may be not your child. And a lot of that happens too. People, you know, have children. It's been plenty of stories. Women done had about 5 to 6 children with a man and ain't none of them his. And you expect that man to not, you know, send your ass to the spirit realm? Come on, man. This is a wicked ass society. That's why we got to get the hell up out of here, man. But people like to stay here though. That's the madness. Our people are gone, man.
You can't say anything bad about a black woman. It doesn't matter what a woman did to you. You probably deserved it. But I want y'all to listen to what this woman say right here.
That you've been talking to on the low because you always thought she was cheating anyway. Go that raw.
Go fuck raw.
Wash your
pussy.
Let him nut you though.
Let him nut you. Okay.
If you're raw. Let him nut you. Let the bacteria formulate and fight against
wow,
each other.
She's a chemist.
You'll be confused because like, what's all this new bacteria? Like, what the fuck? And you're gonna have.
So I want to be clear. She said, go fuck a nigga. Let him nut in you. Let the shit formulate in your pussy so you can get chlamydia.
Sick ass shit.
Scandalous.
Brute beat.
That's some diabolical shit. And you and I know there's plenty of women like that. That's why look, I done made up in my mind. Even I don't try to get the most gorgeous woman or the most attractive woman in the room. Nah, fuck all that, man. Even though all these women wicked, but you got to read between the lines of who to talk to and who not to talk to stay the fuck away from. But that's some diabolical shit. That's just to set your own self up to get a disease. What about the shit's incurable? Now that you got this for the rest of your life and you gonna be plotting on getting other men the same diseases that you have. And you have cases like that, even down to the men. You got, men that know that, they have certain diseases, but still want to spread the wealth and not the health. You get what I'm saying? This shit just sad, man. This is a vicious, wicked ass, trifling world that we live in, man. That's why we need Yahweh Shah to come back and establish the kingdom. All right, this is not the kingdom of heaven. This ain't no righteous place to be in. We still die. We still suffer. We still catch hell every day on a day-to-day basis. Shit's sick, man. These women, man, scandalous. Trifling ass women, bro.
The majority of our women, they're brute beasts, man. Especially this time frame and you being of a younger man. This is to stay on the straight path, man. The straight gate. And it says women, period. But out here in this captivity, under Esau's authority, it's Esau and this fucking black woman, man. Number one and the two partners in crime, man. The serpent beguiled who? Eve first, man. She was in the serpent beguiled who? Beguiled Eve first. Oh man, I spelled it wrong. Hold on for a second. It's all, I think it's in 1 Timothy or 2 Timothy. Oh, it's 2 Corinthians, I'm sorry. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I fear, lest by any means as the serpent beguiled Eve. Going back all the way to the garden. And this is the effects of it, man. All right, have that power over the so-called black man. All right, and that's trickled down all throughout the tribes, man. The women are in power. And that's prophecy. And the women shall rule over us. But through the divine intervention of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, it is out here, but the whole man is fear and all that stuff, man. This is all part of the curses. This is all cause of the consequences of disobedience. All cause of what? The man of sin are ruling, the son of perdition. He's in power. So this is the vibration he's allowed to push in the earth for right now, man. This negative, evil, wicked vibration. And these women, they latch onto it. They being beguiled once again. Being influenced by social media, the movies. You know what I'm saying? Right? To show women how to be rebellious, how to be whores. And you guys get the diseases faster than us. Because you're absorbing all the man's semen, all the man's DNA, and all kinds of... Man, don't let this shit finish. Listen to this, man.
That's a black woman, right? That's a black woman. Yep, a black woman. Let's let this chemist that teach you how to formulate diseases in your pussy to fuck over a man. Let's let her continue.
Okay, go that raw.
Okay.
Wash your...
You know what's crazy? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I remember it was a time that a certain woman was on the streaming shit and she was shaking her ass and they were trying to say her cat stink. Now, if it's that same woman, you wonder why. She got all them dead souls up in her. Because people fail to realize, and this is scientifically proven, when a man, comes inside of a woman, that man DNA is stuck to her for years. Damn near 100 years. 50, 80, 90 years, man. That's what we try to tell you, women. You can't. That's why you can't do this shit that you can do as a man. Because at the end of the day, you got to realize psychologically, you're the one getting penetrated. you're getting thrust through. All the man is doing is, come on, man, that's biology 101. And these women realize that. Why, look, I done had a few women in my days. That's why they always had that punk ass demeanor, thinking that they all gangster, you know, talking like a man, walking like a man, acting like a man. But as soon as a real man say something hurtful to her or put his hands on her, now you come back a woman. That's why I'm saying, you women, man, y'all gon' catch it when all hell breaks loose, bro. All right? You women, bro.
Letting you though.
Okay.
Wash your raw. Let him eat. Let the bacteria formulate and fight against each other.
Okay.
You're gonna be confused because like, what's all this new bacteria? Like, what the fuck? And you're gonna have this one to get in the shower, wash up, and to make sure he got too.
So let us recap. She said, make sure you go fuck that nigga that you always wanted to fuck on the low. Go fuck him. Let him nut in you, though. She emphasized that. Let your body be trying to fight off the bacteria because your man nut is up in the pussy too. And then they'll be fighting. And
that's how you know a woman, fucking around on you. They get yeast infections out of nowhere, man. They had too many rods. They'll try to cry, oh my God, they evil as hell, man. So if you're not covered under the blood of the Lamb, you're teaching your children, especially the sons, man. You have daughters not to be like this. They're going to get corrupted. Because this is horrible, and this ain't shit. These women, abort your babies, and like nothing. They're demons, or kill your children. It's crazy as hell out here, man. All right, so the Most High is giving us insight how to walk this straight path around all this filthiness, man. All this lewdness everywhere, man. And and you can't be controlled by your lust, man, but by your desires. This big booty Keisha and them these Marias, and you gotta be, even goddamn Jennifer will fuck you over, man. Or Edomite bitch. So you gotta be wise as fuck out here. And it's not even that serious, but the Lord is gonna place his men and his women in positions to win, man, not to be destroyed out here. All right?
They are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Chlamydia will be born inside your pussy. And then go fuck your man and give him chlamydia too. That's a black woman.
And then
okay.
You wanna
there's more.
Be like, oh, so you somebody else? You burnt me? And then break up with him.
Oh my.
You just break up with him. You sitting there, gotta go to the clinic and pull your rod out. It's crazy, man. They gotta give you some medication and shit. Like, you mad as fuck, you want to go kill the bitch? It's crazy. It's nuts out here, man.
My God.
Free game.
She calls that free game. This is why I say there are the worst pieces of shit on this planet. This is why I'm leaving this country. This is why I try to.
Once again, that's why you got the passport bros. All right. But not only that, you got it was a video dealing with these two videos. Your God has failed at everything. Esau can have Eve. Keisha, we don't care. Cause this by GMS KC Prophets 3, and he got the video from Arrows of Indignation 144. Matter of fact, let's look up Arrows of Indignation. He got it from this channel a day ago. The serpent and Eve. Check this out. Esau using his best tool, Eve. And she classified herself as a white man. That's how you know she bugged the fuck out. And how she act. She can damn well be a fucking so-called white woman, because she is a woman, in that body. All right? And I pray she is, man, so she can receive the judgment that Esau is going to receive. Talking all that madness. See, more women. The end of them that obey not the gospel. Hey, these women, man. Niggas want to say the heathen so bad. That's why, man, when the Lord come back, he gonna destroy these motherfuckers. And this the other one, oh man, this shit pissed me off, especially with Shorty. I'm gonna let it play though.
Let's get second edge.
You Christians crack me up with y'all's quote-unquote logic. You truly believe that the God who created this fallen world and
like the elder said, this bitch is getting fat. She always got a cap on, so most likely she bald-headed. So may Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua destroy this heifer, man. I'm using nice words, man. This shit is ridiculous, especially from these women. Let me continue.
everything and everyone in it is somehow going to create a new world that is totally perfect. You realize he hasn't succeeded in creating anything perfect up to this point, right? He created Earth, said it was good, and then all of a sudden it's not perfect anymore. He created the humans, not perfect from the beginning. He created heaven, not perfect because there was literally a rebellion.
And heaven is perfect, and there was no rebellion of Satan in heaven. Satan was created to do evil and wickedness on the planet Earth. That's what the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua did. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is a just balance. All right. Can't have cold without hot. Can't have up without down. Can't have righteousness without wickedness, and vice versa. All right. Because the new life, the kingdom of heaven, basically, is going to be a forever righteous kingdom where the Lord's chosen people are going to live forever in rulership. All right. And it just so happened, if this heifer is an Israelite, I low-key pray she ain't neither. Talking all that blasphemous bullshit. But most likely she Jake. Just a bitter ass black woman. Just like a black bitch. Shit's terrible, man.
It happened in heaven where the angels rebelled and left. He created the devil himself, not perfect. So if Earth isn't perfect and he created Earth, if humans aren't perfect and he created humans, if heaven isn't perfect and he created heaven, what makes you think that this new world is going to be perfect in any way? Especially because the fallen people from this earth that he says isn't perfect are gonna be in that perfect world? How does that make sense to y'all? Your God has never succeeded in making anything perfect in his entire time that he has existed, and yet you think that a new world that he creates is somehow going to be the perfect one? You realize he could perfect this world that we're in right now. You realize he could do that, right? And yet y'all are focused on, oh, he's gonna create something new for us and it's gonna be perfect. Is it? If God was an employee and was constantly fucking shit up, he would have been got fired by now. But y'all can keep believing that. Keep believing that the God who failed at everything is going to create a perfect world for you people.
All praise to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushua Ba'Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom to the hopefully elect.
This the elder Manat Zakba from GMS South Carolina. And I had watched the whole video. I did. I don't know why it started over from that point, from the halfway point. But yeah, man, shit's over with these women. So I'm going to just get a couple of scriptures and I'm going to close out. These women are through. That's enough on the women. Like I said, just be circumspect. These women are full of demons. Just be careful, man. And I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. This shit is hell. The blasphemous and the madness that comes out these bitches' mouth. That's why we can't wait till the Lord destroy these people, man. Shit sickening. Job 39:17, because the Most High God Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. NLT, for the Most High God Yahweh has deprived her of wisdom. He has given her no understanding. These women ain't got no understanding. And it's already built in them not to have that spiritual connection with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. All right. Let's get Matthew 12:36. Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they should give an account thereof in the day of judgment. And that's also for women too. Don't get it twisted. NLT, and I tell you this, you must give an account on Judgment Day for every idle word you speak. Lazy, unemployed, of a person avoiding work, lazy, without purpose or effect, pointless. Or your pointless arguments without effect. Talking trash against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, feeling some type of way. You know, going against the maker and the creator of the heavens and the earth. All right, because you don't understand the Lord's ways. Isaiah 55, verse 7 on down to 8, and then jump on down to 11. All right, so with that, I'm going to close out. Hope it was edifying, straight to the point. Giving all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach us the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Peace, love, and blessing to the elect scattered around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. Beware, beware, beware. Hey, these bitches are very well much of a scare, man. These women are terrible. Hey, shalom to the next time.